people out there, criminals, that are doing things on so many different levels, all the time, every day, all day. And we have cops and agents that do things to fight against that. In my addiction, I lied to people. I stole things, I'm sure. A lot of people thought I'd never come back from it. They thought there was no way he's going to come out of this alive. And I'm sure there were times where I pondered that too, myself. But I definitely didn't need no one's help in ruining my life at that point. But I had help. So, when cops have enough time on their hands to literally take one person and unknowingly flip their life upside down and make them look like someone they're not, maybe they should find a hobby or something. Because that's what they try to do that to me. Finding out that for over 15, 16, 17 years, someone held on to one of my email accounts with the reason of holding it is to set me up at some point, if given the chance. Now, right there, that alone is too much. To plan it was a conspiracy to take me out. But to plan it like that, very disturbing. When I found out that part of the situation, then I realized how big it was, the investigation that happened, and how I got involved in it. Because I should have never been involved in it. But I was. And there were a lot of people helping in taking me out. Knowing it was a lie. Knowing what they were trying to do to me was a lie. They held on. Now, these are police officers and agents in law enforcement that I'm talking about when I say this. They held on to an email of mine and put documents and stuff in it so that they could show that to a judge or show that to people and say, well, look, we uncovered this. And which, first off, even if it was mine, which it definitely wasn't since 2009, definitely wasn't mine. But if they held on to that and made it look like what they wanted. So first, I get labeled as a gang member in 2011, was it? I got handcuffed by the sheriffs, and what they asked me right off the back is, are you in a gang? And I was thrown by it. I'm like, what? And they said, are you gang related? Are you affiliated? And I'm like, I have no idea what you mean. And he points at my tattoo on my stomach that signifies a music band that I listen to. And I said, that's just a tattoo. And he's like, yeah, well, that's considered, gang tattoo. How? How? Knowing that much now, though, I know what these people are capable of doing and what their plan was and is. So, I get labeled as a gang member for listening to a music band. And legitimately, that happened. That happened. I didn't know until that day what was going on. But then 2016 rolls around. And you got a guy that I called dad since I was an infant. And until I was like 14 or 15, I thought he was my dad. But then I found out the truth. But I still called him dad because I was so used to it. In 2016, I think at the time I was living like 3 or 4 houses down from him. I may have already moved, but I knew at some point for a short time I lived a couple houses down from him. And we didn't see each other. He'd come by every couple months, bring his dogs over, the kids would see the dogs, blah, blah, blah. No big deal. We never really saw each other. But he made a post and put it on Facebook in 2016 and said he was starting a motorcycle club. Now, he is on a watch list because he's been to prison for 18 years.